This month we're page traveling through Malta. Malta is one of my favourite places on the planet. After I first visited here in 2018, I vowed I would come back to live, and I did, staying for a year between 2022 and 2023. However, in that whole year, I didn't read a single book about Malta, so this visit I'm making up for it. And in the meantime, please let me spam you with clear midwaters, rugged coastline, and gorgeous sunsets. One book I really wanted to read about Malta, but was unfortunately unable to find, is A Cat Story, a graphic novel by Ursula Murray Husted. The story follows two stray cats navigating the streets of Valletta. Along the way, they explore Maltese myths and search for a better life. And the reason I wanted to find this book is because Malta is where I met my fluffy baby, travel companion and reading buddy, Spiru. I went to a cat sanctuary and had already picked out a different cat when Spiru came and sat on my lap, claiming me as his. The cat chooses the human, and not the other way around. Even though travelling as a digital nomad with a cat can be stressful, I still tell him he's the best cat in the world. 10 out of 10 cat, my little chicken nugget. So if you've read this book, or know where I can find it, then let me know. On my first trip to Malta in 2018, I was walking around Valletta when I saw flowers, candles, and a makeshift memorial dedicated to a woman. The sign said, "Who killed Daphne?" Daphne Caruana Galizia was a Maltese journalist, blogger, and anti-corruption activist who was assassinated by a car bomb in October 2017. When I returned to Malta in 2019 and again in 2022, it was still common to see people handing out leaflets in Valletta explaining about Daphne, who she was, and why justice for her death had still not been served. So when I saw that Daphne's son Paul had written a book about his mother's life and death, I knew I had to read it. This book not only documents Daphne's extraordinary life and trailblazing investigative journalism, but also chronicles Malta's twisted history with corruption and how the nation got to this place. It's time to say goodbye to Malta, my home away from home. June marked my 4th time in Malta, and the first time I'd returned since I lived there. It holds such a special place in my heart, and I know it's somewhere I'll always return to. Which is why I didn't feel too bad about only reading one book about Malta this month. I spent a lot of time catching up with friends, soaking up the sun, and reconnecting with my favourite places. In reading A Death in Malta, I also discovered a new layer to the country, one that isn't so sunny and happy, but exposes a lot of problems Malta has, which lie under the surface. And I didn't need to leave a book in a secret spot this month, because I've already swapped it at a pop-up Nomad Book Club event in Banksco. So no prizes for guessing where the next destination will be for July.